actively push in all of our hiring processes and everything, right? To say that the skills that we have that we're always asked to use in the workplace that we don't get paid for, right? To improve our organizations around how we handle people and how we think about users are actual hard skills, right? So if you ask a question in an interview, like, tell us about a time you have worked with a community of color, or tell us about a time you led on a gender issue, and the answer is either, you should ask me something about the job, or
is that your guy voice?
Like, I hear that all the time, right? Literally, I'm hiring right now, and people ask me, say that kind of stuff to me. I'm hiring, how are you gonna insult me in an interview, you know? But if you are in a group that's not the majority, you have to learn how to operate in your own situation and how to operate in the majority culture in order to survive. If you are from a group that the world was built for, you don't have to learn someone else's way of being. So actually, we just know more languages, all of us.
So Tina, how do we move beyond that then, right? Like how do we expand the conversation? Because this is a much deeper conversation. It isn't about just picking somebody and hiring them. It's also about their success, right? The success of diverse candidates, whether they be racially diverse, gender identity, sexual orientation. It's about hiring them and then making the company and your organization comfortable so that they want to stay. And so how do we do that?
We do everything, right? I mean, it's culture, it's changing culture. And I think right now, as you were saying, we have a certain mental model for who does what and who's capable of doing what. And conferences like these and conversations like these, it's all trying to kind of chip away at that mental model and create a new one, and push the boundaries out of what it means to be someone who can do the work, but really have cultural competency, right? You have the digital literacy, you have the business experience, and the skills and then the connections, and all of it has to come together. So I think we have to work together and throw everything we've got, right? The way I come at it is, I'm trying to help moms, and moms have an economic imperative to make it in this new economy. They're taking care of families, kids, right? So it's just so important that the moms get this chance to participate in this new economy, because they don't improve their own livelihood, right? When they do that, they improve the livelihoods of their kids. And when I go out and talk to people who have become, whatever professional they've become, the first things that they'll say is, I had a mom or an aunt or someone who was in their life and was doing this, and they were used to seeing someone doing that, and that became a mental model for them. So one of the things that we do in our program is we just don't inspire the moms, we help the moms inspire their kids. So that this pipeline that we're talking about, right, we're really strengthening that.